Good morning, Year 5. Today we are going to be looking at fractions as operators. And by that we mean they are going to tell us how to complete a calculation. And we will talk a bit about that in a minute when we get to it. So, there are 8 children. They each receive 1/4 of cake. How many cakes are needed? So, if I have one child, that one child would need 1/4 of cake. So I could count up and I could say, so if I've got 2 children, between them I would need 2/4 of cake. If I had child 3, I would need 3/4 of cake, and so on. However, that takes a little bit of time. So what we can do is we can take 1/4 and we can multiply it by 8. Okay, so this is the quarter of the cake. And this is how many parts I need. Okay, so I could do 1/4 times 8 to give me my answer. So I can do my numerator times by my whole number to give me 8/4, and then I could simplify that because it's an improper fraction into 2. So I would need 2 whole cakes. So you can see that instead of doing repeated addition, I have done multiplication. Okay, so I know what each part is worth. I know how many of those parts I need, so I've multiplied them together to find my answer. Or we could look at it this way. I've got a number line, and between 0 and 1, it is split into quarters, and between 1 and 2, it is split into quarters. So if I start at 0, each quarter that I jump, each jump is worth 1/4. Okay, so I need to make 8 jumps because it says I've got 1/4 and I need to get 8 of them. So I need to make 8 jumps. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we know that each time we're adding 1/4 on. Okay, so the answer would give me 2. Okay, so that's another way to work it out. I would like you to pause the video and have a go. This time it says, what is 1/4 of 8? Have a go at this one. Okay, so we can see if we've got 1/4 of 8, we need to group them, the counters, into equal groups of 4. So I've got 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups, 4 groups. So I can see in each group there are 2 counters. Okay, so 1/4 of 8 equals 2. Bless me even. Okay, so what do you notice about these 3 questions? So I've got 1/4 times 8 here gives me 2. I've got 1/4 times 8 here gives me 2, but using a different method. And I've got 1/4 of 8 to give me 2. You will see that the answers are all the same, even though the terminology in them is different. Let's have a look at that a bit more. Okay, so I've got 1/4 multiplied by 8 is the same because I've got an equal sign as 1/4 of 8. Okay, so of and multiply are terms in maths that are interchangeable. Either one can be used and you would still get the same answer. Okay, so let's have a look at of and multiply and see how they are similar or the same. Okay, so if I've got 1/5 of 20, I could do 20 divided by 5, which is what we've been doing, to give me 4. So 1/5 20 equals 4. But then if I did a quarter times 20, a fifth times 20, it would give me 20 over 5, 20 fifths. And if I simplified that because it's an improper fraction, that would give me 4. So you can see that either way, whether I use of or whether I use multiplication, the answer is still the same. So they are completely interchangeable. I could use either one and I would still get the same answer. Okay? So have a go at these, please. So you've got 16, a sixth of 18, or a sixth times 18, or you've got a third of 21, or a third of 21, a third times 21. Okay? So, pause the video and have a go of those. Okay, so if you've got a sixth of 18, you can do 18 divided by 6 to give you 3. So a sixth of 18 equals 3. Or you could do 1/6 times 18. So you could put your 18 over 1. You've got 18 sixths, which simplifies to 3. And then you've got a third of 21. So you could do 21 divided by 3 to give you 7. Or you could do 1/4, 1/3 times by 21. You've got 21 over 3 to give you 7. Okay? So you can see they are completely the same. Whether you use of or multiply, you get the same answer. Okay? So when you come to do your work today, if you see of or if you see multiply, if you find one or the other easier, you could switch them to the easier one that you need. Okay, so if you're doing silver, you can do questions 1 to 2, gold 3 to 5, platinum 5 to 7. If you need any more help, please contact Mrs. Willis and I, and we will help you the best we can.